the cover today of the show. We used to play 30K, and we still do, because 8th edition is, well, you know. So with me today is Clarence, aka Skimask Mohawk. He brought his Raven Guard. With me today is also Anubis.
Yo.
Jace 1, he brought his Tau Empire.
No, it's just Tau.
Just Tau Empire now.
Tau Empire. Oh, that's right, we're back in 7th.
That's right.
So we're doing 7th, and we're playing some RG versus Tau goodness, because it's very fluffy and whatnot. I think Cleary's got some of the RG warlord traits or whatnot.
Yeah, we got
relics and stuff.
and all that fun.
Got some fun stuff too.
Yeah, I got a couple of
Forge rope things.
Yeah.
Cleary bought a knight Atropos to make friends. Fun. Send somebody into the warp.
It's got riptides.
Exactly, it's got riptide, so it's okay. And you got death sense too, so it'll be fun. Basically, a lot of killing will happen. We'll have a very interesting game. We'll see you in the army section. Post-game show. Army section and train and stuff.
Analysis.
Post-game analysis.
This is 2,500 points of Raven Guard. My warlord here, he has vanished into the gloom. That's the when you get targeted for shooting, you get to reposition d6 inches, I think, and you get bonus cover if you land in cover. So it's pretty cool. He's a chapter master, just for the more wounds and attacks. He's got the Raven's Fury jump pack, because it's the same cost as a normal jump pack. He's got the Relic Claws that just generates more attacks. He's got the Armor of Shadows and Melt Bombs and a 3+ invul. I have Shadow Captain Corday to make Assault Marines troops. I've got 5-man scout squad, 1 shotgun, and Melt Bomb on my sergeant. I've got another 5-man scout squad, camo cloaks and sniper rifles, and the veteran sergeant has Nihilus, the relic sniper. I've got 9 Thunderhammer Storm Shield Terminators. I've got 5 Vanguard veterans with double lead and claw and melted bombs. I have 1 Rapier Quad Mortar. Got 2 3-man Dev Centurions with the missiles and the grav and the amps and the omniscopes. I have 2 fast attack drop pods because they decided that was an option. And I have a Knight Atropos, and he has the Ocular Augmetics, and I gave him War of Murder for the Legacy of Glory, because you can put on any super heavy, and that gives me Monster Hunter and Fearless in a 6-inch bubble. So that's my 2,500 point.
2,500 points of Tau Empire. I'll start with my warlord, which is this guy in the Iridium battlesuit right there. He's got Strategic Genius. He's equipped with 2 Fusion Blasters, a shield, Feel No Pain, the Onager Gauntlet, then the Puretide Engram Mural Chip. Next to him is my second HQ, which is Shadow Sun, with her Command Link drone.
She turned the light off on us.
That's right. That's right. That was her doing. We'll start with these 2 units here. So this unit is 17 Kroot with 1 Kroot Hound for that sweet Kroot senses, as I like to call it. We've got 10 Vespid here with a Strain Leader. I have a Fortification, rotations, which is 3 Sensor Towers. They don't have any of the upgrades.
Which we now know have to be placed together.
That's right. I know how to use them properly now. So if you saw me use them in the last and you were yelling at YouTube, don't be alarmed. I know what I'm doing now. Again, in quotations. Okay, so over here we have 4 units of Fire Warriors armed with pulse rifles, EMP grenades, and the DS8 support turret, whatever it's called.
DS9.
Good job. And then we have 6 Fire Warriors here with carbines and EMP. Behind them is a squadron of 2 Tetras armed with disruption pods. Next to them we have Long Strike with all the fixins. And then right here we have a Crisis Suit team armed with Twin Link plasma rifles, missile pods, and 6 gun drones. Behind them is a squad of 2 broadsides armed with all the missiles except Seekers. And they have Interceptor and 2 shield drones each in the squad, so 4 shield drones. Behind them is a Riptide, which is identical to the other Riptide. They have Smart Missiles, Ion Accelerators, Interceptor, and Feel No Pain. Between them is a Barracuda Aerial Superiority Fighter. It's equipped with 2 burst cannons that have auto tracking, so they ignore Jink. That's going to come in so handy. It's got an ion cannon, Twin Link missile pods. It doesn't have any of the Seeker missiles. It does have a disruption pod because 2+ Jink is fair and balanced. And off to the far left is a single broadside with the same as the other broadsides. That is my 2,500 points of Tau Empire. Tau deployment. I'll take you through it. So we'll start over here. Commander is chilling in the street with Optimus. They're both leaders. They have red heads. Actually, I think Optimus had a blue head. Either way, they have a lot to talk about. We have 3 sensor towers deployed in the street because, I don't know, that's where streetlights go.
Degenerates.
Yeah. We're blocking traffic. We can just fly over it. So anyway, so we have 5 fire warriors here. Back here, there's, I don't know if you can see them. There's another 5 fire warriors there behind the generator. We've got a broadside up here with these 2 shield drones. We've got the 2 riptides sort of straddling either side of the building. And then the bog of eternal stench back here, we have the other broadside team. They're just chilling with their shield drones. That's it for Tau deployment. We'll see you with my reserves. Reserves? We're going to start with my outflanking unit with Shadow Sun. Unit of Kroot with Shadow Sun outflanking. Over here we have all of this stuff in reserve. So we've got the Vespid, the Crisis Suits, 3 Fire Warrior teams, or strike teams, squadron of 2 Piranhas, sorry, not Piranhas, Tetras, Long Strike, and the, of course, Barracuda.
That's reserve. All normal reserve.
All normal reserve.
Except for outflanking.
Except for that one, that's outflanking.
Who's Deep Strike? This is Raven Jard deployment. Starting down here. Got the Knight kind of advancing with the Breach. Down over here I've got the Chapter Master with Vanguard veterans. Hopefully I deployed them so I can't get like looked through the eye holes, but who knows. I've got the Rapier back here.
Eye holes.
I have a unit of Terminators kind of in the backfield because there's a lot of stuff coming from sides and edges, and I kind of want to be a bit prepared. And then I have Scouts out of sight.
Infiltrated?
Yep, and I got more infiltrating Scouts. Oh, and I have Assault Marines and Corvidude way back here because again, I've got the objectives and I don't want to get pasted by the shooting. And all that's left is my reserves. Reserves are my 2 Dev Centurions in the fast attack drop pods. Only one can come down turn 1, but with all of his reserves, I think, again, we can kind of make do with that. This is the end of Raven Guard turn 1. First of all, we didn't get Night Fight, so that's that. Starting over here, Deep Struck one of my 2 squads that scattered a little bit, and with the 6-inch move, I piled on out to try and mitigate the direct Overwatch fire. I still did take 1 wound from a combination of all the broadsides and
everything blue intercept.
Yeah, the smart on their smart missiles.
All the smart missiles.
All the missiles.
And then I went to shoot his commander, and I with all the grav and stuff, and he made it like a really nice like 4 to 5 feel no pain saves. Moving on down, I jumped my vanguards and dudes across the wall, and I ran them 2 inches, so they're kind of in position. Most interesting thing here is I shot at his Riptide with the grav gun on it, and it has the rule, you roll a die. On a 1 you take a hull point, on a 6 it turns into a vortex. So I rolled a 6 and it turned into a vortex. I did subsequently roll a 1 on the damage, so he's still good for now, but it does move at the start of every turn. So it's going to move and maybe do some more wounds, hopefully kill it, but maybe do some more wounds to it and other things. Further down here, I shot my Rapier at Tau and it scattered 11 inches. Didn't do anything. And then my Terminators and my Scouts are kind of shuffling around, so that's pretty low action.
No first blood.
No first blood, but we'll see you guys at the end of Tau turn 1.
The end of turn 1 for Tau. We'll start right here. So this Riptide activated his shield, and then I forgot he couldn't hurt that, so he just stood there and did nothing. These guys, again, helped with that, but it can't hurt it, so yeah, I did nothing to that. This guy, he fired at this unit, which caused them to use their Fade into the Gloom, is that what it's called?
And you roll a 6.
Yeah. And he rolled a 6, he moved up there, the shot landed and fell down here.
Blew up a tractor.
That's first blood!
Against the civilians, yeah. It's a win. Alright, the broadside up here then took some pot shots here, did 1 wound, he passed his save. The commander here fired his fusion blasters, did 2 pens and rolled double 1s, and then tried to charge and was an inch off, so no first blood there.
So close.
The Riptide back here fired his smart missiles to these guys, to no effect. These guys did the same, to no effect.
How did the Riptide get the wound on it?
That's right. It failed a reactor roll, and it's
Trying to get the shield up, eh?
Trying to get the shield, yeah. These guys moved behind here and ran. And these guys here on the objective slammed down their little smart missile thing. They fired over here. Didn't do anything. But yeah, so that's it for Tau turn 1. We'll see you with Raven Guard turn 2.
It's the end of Raven Guard turn 2. First of all, my reserves can come in. That's good, because he has a lot, and I can kind of counter-deploy them, hopefully. Starting over here, Death Sense moved over, blasted the Tau commander, just barely died.
First blood warlord.
Yeah, but still could have not gone well for me.
Sad pun.
My Vanguard back here stayed still, so the Chapter Master could use his Orbital Blast and scatter off the table onto the broadsides. The Knight Atropos moved up and also shot at them. I killed a drone, and on his, you have to roll on a die. On a 1 you take a point of a whole point, and on a 6 you turn into a Vortex. So I rolled a 1 this turn, so takes a whole point.
Alien technology.
Yeah. Not too much happened in the backfield. Scouts stayed put because I deployed them out of range of everything. Terminators moseyed up this way, and the scouts moved back that way, and everything else stayed put. Oh, and the rapier shot at the fireworks squad again, but again it scattered a long distance onto the over here actually, and it flipped, killed a drone.
Oh, that's right, the broadside unit.
Yeah. But that's it. See you at the end of Tau turn 2.
At the end of Tau Empire turn 2. We'll start over here. So I had 2 reserves come in this turn. Commander died, so I couldn't re-roll them, but you know, that's okay. So I had the Vespid, they actually showed up right here, and they fired and killed 1 scout, charged, killed another, and used their hit and run ability, and went over here. Kind of cool. These guys came in, they whipped a EMP grenade, it missed, they tried to charge. They clipped this sandbag here, so they couldn't make the charge. They rolled just enough.
They were sandbagged.
They were sandbagged. Yeah. They were sandbagged. Okay. Moving along. So, concerted effort from the sensor towers, the broadsides, and then these smart missile turrets actually managed to take out these guys for some.
All 3 Death Sense are now dead.
A lot of ones were rolled. It's worth noting, these broadsides were actually snap firing when that was happening.
Because they had to walk through the muck.
Because they had to walk through the muck. One of their drones died because when you're hovering above radioactive jello, it's worse than stepping in it. And these guys actually managed to get a +1 ballistic skill bump from one of these marker lights. So that was just enough to roll a whole bunch of 5s and 6s, and I got really lucky and clearly got really
both
unlucky.
Riptide subsystems failed. And took
Yes,
wounds.
that's right. They both took wounds. But
that Riptide got far though to the corner from over there.
Yeah, so he's over there. But what's worth noting is this guy scooted up onto the street and fired all the way over here and got lucky and took out the
Quad gun.
Quad gun.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's cool. That's cool for me.
Tons of reserves left.
Yeah, tons of reserves left. So I'll see you at the end of Raven Guard turn 3.
It's the end of Raven Guard turn 3. Reserve didn't come in again, so it is what's happening. Moving down over here, my guys took off from the building, landed there, no dangerous terrain, so they're kind of working around. My Atropos moved up, took another wound from his gun out on the overcharge. It scattered from the broadsides and clipped some fire warriors.
Got 3?
3 of them, yeah, they failed it, or they passed their leadership test. And I went to shoot the top broadside with his D/melee weapon, and I missed, but I still got the charge in, and he smashed it down a bit. So that's pretty cool. Then way over here, my scout snipers took a pot shot, one rented a Vespid. My assault terminators kind of moved up into position to kind of try and rebuff the outflanking and reserving, and these guys kind of screwed around to not get shot by things as best as they could. Anyway, that's it for me, and I'll see you guys on Tau turn 3.
Hello! This is Tau turn 3. And we're going to start right over here. So, finally I got a bunch of reserves. Let's start with the Barracuda. He came in and he fired up. This unit, he did his blast, did his overcharge. Claire was smart and he pulled the guys from the front. Actually, he had to, which then means the burst cannons couldn't hit, so I couldn't finish them all off. But hey, there's only 2 left, so that's cool. Over here, it's hard to see, but the Vespid actually charged back. Well, they shot in conjunction with these fire warriors here, the scouts that were remaining on the roof, and they actually managed to finish them off in hand to hand, and then they used their consolidation to get back underneath.
Hide from the scary Terminators.
Hide from the scary Terminators. Coming along over here, Longstrike came in, made a grand entrance, had a fantastic shot right up the ass of the Atropos, and missed. But that allowed me to use the Fire Warriors. As you can see, there's only a couple left here, but I had 10 Fire Warriors, 5 on each side. Both show up. They all whipped the 3 squads whipped their EMP grenades.
You can actually only use 1 grenade. Sorry, we gotta redo that.
1 per squad. I had 3 squads.
No, in combat too.
Shut up. Okay. So with all the haywire grenades, they managed to take out the Atropos, which then blew up and somehow didn't kill all of them. But
I rolled 3 ones.
yeah, he's been rolling a lot of ones. Moving along over here, these Riptides, they use their jets and other sort of maneuvering things to get over here.
We call that alien technology.
Alien technology, that's right. I believe this one fired here and killed maybe 1, or no, you passed all your saves.
There's a wound on a guy there.
I did a wound, that was,
To the
yeah,
chapter
with like
master.
smart missiles or something.
Yeah, all the smart missiles.
Yeah, so I fired all the smart missiles there. These fired, these fired, these fired.
All the things.
All the things fired over there. I did a wound, you know, whatever.
Raven Guard.
Yeah, so that's most of the highlights. I don't think there's really anything else.
You still have some reserves.
Yeah, aside from all the action this turn, I do have the 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 units still in 3.
At least 3.
Yeah, 3 units in the Ukraine, as they say. Okay, so yeah, that's it for Tau turn 3. We'll see you at the end of Raven Guard. I forget every turn. Raven Guard turn 4.
Our turn 4. Just starting over here. Oh, here, really. They came in, reserves came in. I put them a bit far away because...
Grab the scattered.
You know, there's really not too much action happening on that side of the map anymore. I figured Longstrike's annoying. So I shot him, just past 3 of his saves from the grab, and I didn't do anything with the missile, so he's immobilized with 2 wounds, hull points left.
Gotta pull him off that stand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Clunk.
Do it live.
It also means the smart missiles can't shoot because they can't pivot to go. Anyway, I moved the Vanguard up because we're egressing from that side of the board. Move these dudes to be a little protected, and move the Terminators up to rebuff the Vespid.
Lock that door off.
Yeah,
Nice.
and that's pretty much it for me. I'll see you guys at the end of Tau turn.
So here we are at the end of Tau turn 4. So we're going to start over here. So we have some crew that outflanked with Shadow Sun. They appeared on that table edge there, and they fired up into this building. Oops. And I believe they dropped 1.
Did 2 wounds on that guy. On Corvair.
I did 2, okay.
Yeah.
Got 1 wound left.
Cool. And we dropped one of the flamers too. It's important. Moving on over here, we had the crisis team move up onto the board. They fired up and they killed 2 as well. And then the Vespid moved around them to protect them and helped firing, but they didn't hit anything. So what can you do? BS3 over here. The Pulse Carbine Fire Warriors shot at these guys here. Didn't do anything. The
Killed 1 Terminator or something. Yeah.
That was
Oh,
from
that
these
guy,
guys.
okay.
Yeah, I might have killed 1. Oh yeah, I killed 1 from
Yeah.
these guys.
Yeah.
And then these Tetris as well were in reserve. They came on and they used their marker lights. 1 was out of range, but they used 1. They got 1 hit here and helped out the crisis suits. Over here, Longstrike is still sitting there. This jink counter is actually gone. Mobilized and fired, snap firing. Didn't get any hits. Got a couple hits with the smart missiles. No wounds though. Over here, I believe the sensor towers, these 2 didn't function. I didn't have anything to do with them. This one actually assisted in harming this pod here with these broadsides. They moved out from the swamp and attempted to fire. They did like they shook it and did a hull point. While we're over here, the Barracuda moved off this building, and with its burst cannons and its interesting firing azimuth on the guns, managed to finish off the last 2 scouts. So pretty cool. Moving over here, the Riptides moved up. This one had its jets active, so it was actually way back here, right? I think it was over here and hopped across the street onto this building. This Riptide just moved up. They both fired with their ion accelerators over here. One landed here and hit one of my Vespid, but he actually passed his cover save. He got one guy wounded, but I believe he passed his invulnerable save. The other one, I think, dropped one with the same type of shot. These firewars over here are just moving up to try and attack this and take this objective. These guys back here finally are just hunkering down and firing with their smart missile turret. And that is the end of Tau turn 4. We'll see you at the end of Raven Guard turn 5.
Alright, so this is the end of Raven Guard turn 5. It's my last turn. Starting down over here, I kind of moseyed on up and I was like, oh, I'll have a good shot at like blowing some shit out. And I didn't do anything because the one glance I got with the split firing Sergeant on long strike, his disruption pause disrupted it. And then the other 2, I failed to armor pen.
These guys here?
Yeah, those things. Moving down over here, my Vanguard moved. One guy had enough movement, the other guy was kind of like really not on the lip, so whatever. So they're there, my 2 crewmen are here. My assault marines, they jumped down, past all the dangerous. They lit them up like they're natives from Avatar, and this is the tree. And then he failed his leadership test and fell back because that's his table edge on the other side. And then I needed a 7-inch charge, easily made it from the Raven Guard jump packs, came in, shouldered some down, chopped some others up, and wiped them in combat and consolidated. So, and then my Terminators, they kind of just positioned themselves to hold down the fort. It's a really important junction on the road.
3 inches, oh boy.
Yeah, so hopefully I can make it happen, and we'll see you at the end of Tau Turn 5 in the game.
And welcome to the end of Tau turn 5 and the game. So we're going to start, I guess, well, why don't we go over from your left to my left. So we'll start over here. So these guys, they booked it from cover from here and landed up over here to get me that sweet extra VP for line breaker. They also tried to whip their EMP grenade here, missed. These 2 guys here, possibly MVPs. Well, maybe. Well, so they got the last hull point off this thing, which
won you the game.
Which Cleary was very sneakily trying to contest my objective, which I noticed in my last turn. I said, hey, I got to get rid of that. So I sent a couple firewires its way, and managed to get that last hull point. The Riptides up here, they didn't actually do anything. They moved up here and they looked really pretty. They were ready to help. We're just going to go over here because it's relevant. They were ready to help this fight over here. So there was 6 Terminators, I believe. Cleary, help me out here. 6, 7.
6 or 7.
There was 7 Terminators here, and he had them nicely fanned out. I had to do a couple very specific things to get just one model close enough to contest that objective. And what I did was I fired these carbines, which killed the 1 Terminator that was here. There was 2 Terminators here. This Tetra had just enough room to poke its nose in and contest that objective. I had the Vespid and the Crisis Suits move up behind, and they actually leveled the rest of the squad through some really crazy rolling.
A lot of ones.
Yeah, a lot of ones have been rolled today. A lot of ones. So that's it for that. Over here, Long Strike. I could have fired here, but we just didn't really roll it because it didn't really affect the game.
Score, yeah.
So, whatever. Same with these guys here. They probably could have shot something, but we kind of...
The odds of making them go
exactly.
off.
Like, shooting them or them didn't really do it.
It's like 3 units and you'd start from this end.
Just for anyone who's curious about that. Same thing with back here. These broadsides, they weren't in range of... Like, I probably could have shot at these guys, but again, they weren't really... Yeah. So, with all that said, the end result is 1, 2...
Slow down. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. 1 objective here. 2 here. A 3rd one here for the Tau Empire.
That's 9 VP.
And 1 for the Imperials for Raven Guard. They have the Tau landing pad. So
They also
That could be better for me.
had what?
They had First Blood and
Warlord.
Warlord, so they had
5.
5. There wasn't anything else. Yeah.
So you were 9 or 10 with
I had
Linebreaker.
Linebreaker, so 10.
5 to 10.
5 to 10. Turned it around, man. That was crazy.
Crazy game.
Really, really difficult. But hey, it was a lot of fun. I hope you watched it all and didn't fast forward. And we'll see you at the post game show.
Welcome to the post-game show. I'm Crowellsworth. You totally just watched us play thousands of points of game, and yeah, here you are. Jason, give me MVP.
That's a good question. I want to say
Too slow.
the Fire Warriors collectively.
No, can't do it. Big Bone Squad.
Okay, then
Technically, aren't
Which
they all
Fire
Fire
Warrior squad?
Warriors?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That one Fire Squad.
It's either that or like I don't know, maybe the Vespid, but like everyone kind of pulled their weight today. It's kind of hard for me to really pick somebody.
Well, you have to.
Oh, jeez. Let's see. I guess you could say probably one of the 2 Fire Warriors the squads that came in from reserve. So we'll say the one on the left.
Camera left.
Yeah, camera left.
For all you watching.
Because they brought down the Atropos, and that was pretty cool.
That was
So-
the moment of the game for me.
Yeah, so
Was it?
I'll give it to unnamed Fire Warrior Squad A.
Strike Team 47B.
Yeah.
Clarence, give me MVP.
Honestly, I'm gonna say the Assault Marines.
Yeah.
They were cool.
Yeah.
They took their shots, they came down, they charged, they flamed.
These ones here,
Yeah.
they were in that. Yeah, because like
Corvidae is still
I
alive in the
knew
game.
where you put them there, and I'm like, touche, that's good. But I was like, I have to try, and they did their job.
And he ate 2 shots.
Yeah.
He still kept coming,
Yeah.
which is funny.
Yeah.
What was your epic fail, Jason?
Long strike.
Right, because he had the bum shot on the night and fucked
Roll the
that up.
1, and then fucking
The
got
good
the
6 recover save.
and
I
yeah.
think more of like our reserves
But-
as a whole was that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure. Your reserves for both of you were fucked.
It's that or the commander. The commander's like, I got this.
Commander fucked up more. He had 2 chances to do something:
Yeah.
shooting and charging.
Yeah.
Immediately.
That's what I'll give it to the commander.
I don't know, because Long
Strike
Strike
lived.
Long Strike's only thing is shooting armor. And not only was he presented to the side that didn't have the shield, his ass was about 3 meters away when he pointed the turret at it.
Yeah,
so it
but
was
so-
like,
to
how
be
did he
fair,
miss that shot?
So is the commander's. His own thing
Yeah.
is to shoot armor with double melta-guns
Yeah, double.
and an
double
onager and an onager
Yeah,
gauntlet.
yeah.
Did he have the onager?
Yes.
Yeah, and so he's gonna
Yeah.
charge her and punch it with that.
And it was like
he's
an inch off. Yeah.
Alright, yeah. So that did.
And he died.
And
he
yeah.
was his warlord, so
Yeah,
he thought
And he buffed
Yeah.
the reserves and
Yeah.
lost
Yeah,
that. It was
so-
+1, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, it was,
yeah.
I could re-roll reserves.
Oh, it's even better, yeah, because
Yeah.
you can like keep shit in.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. What was your epic fail?
Oh, there's a lot.
Pick the epicest of.
Maybe the devs.
No, the other ones, they didn't do
Just
anything
they showed up too late.
and
didn't really do
didn't
anything.
do anything.
Yeah,
But that's more of my fault than
Plagued away at
for
stuff.
like
Well,
half
it's
of it.
not necessarily your fault.
Well, I
You-
should put them over there.
Oh, I see.
Like that's
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
I don't know, just pure didn't do nothingness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other unit you got your use out of at least before they
Well,
died.
yeah.
And they did some stuff. I mean, they killed the commander.
On the second go.
First Blood and Warlord.
on
in
the
one
second go around at it, like
They still did it though.
Yeah, but you passed, what was it, 4 out of 5 field of pains the first go around?
It's like 6, 6, 5, 6.
I tell
Fuck
you,
off.
he's harder to kill than a demon prince that without the
Oh,
jink,
why?
but
That's
and the
nuts.
snap firing. But
demon princes are.
I mean, they're
really
just flat stat
soft.
line, yeah.
They're really soft.
yeah,
Demon Princess.
Well, flat stat line. They don't even have an armor save.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
regardless of stuff like jinking and snap firing. It's just like in terms of toughness, wounds, and saves. It's kind of like put that in perspective.
2 minutes or less, your thoughts on the game, Jason.
I think I got pretty lucky in a lot of ways. I
I agree.
do think though that I did at least on that zone. That was quite the puzzle, and I managed to make it through. I did not think that entire attack was going to do anything. I was just like, I'm going to throw stuff over here, whatever. Hopefully, I'll hold this and this or something. And
It was a very regional game.
so that was cool. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of maneuver warfare. I enjoyed that. It was pretty hairy at the beginning. It was pretty scary. Claire's got some nasty balls.
You were both good at keeping your stuff out of LOS.
Yeah, I think we both played pretty conservatively, which ended up for a pretty interesting game.
Yeah.
Um, and I would like to see more of that in the future. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What else could I say?
It's rare to get to turn 5 and there's still a lot of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. We both lost a lot of troops, but not. Oh, you lost a big guy. And
I only had like 3 units of
Yeah.
troops.
Yeah.
You had some big ticket items, but like
Yeah,
model-wise
well-
too, percentage-wise, you didn't lose like a ton.
Yeah.
I actually
Pretty
I
interesting.
think you lost less than 50% of your models.
Mhm.
I lost all the Terminators. I lost one of the squads of Centurions. I lost my Knight. I lost both squads of Scouts. And like half of the Thunder Fire, like the quad, like the important part of it.
Yeah.
So I had like 2 characters, 2 Assault Marine squads,
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Centurions. So yeah, I lost more than half my stuff.
He did take out all those termies in like one round of shooting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very,
that was
that was
insane.
the last turn. That
very
was like 7
likely
of
to
them.
happen.
Yeah.
A lot of ones there.
If it makes you feel any better, they'd already won the game at that point before they died.
That's true. That's true. Icing on the cake.
I don't think that makes you feel any better. I'm sorry.
2 minutes or less. Your thoughts, Nick?
Definitely think I screwed up a lot with putting things down and moving them away from relevant areas. I don't know, I kind of find the 7th Ed Marine book kind of boring,
Yeah.
personally. It's because everything, like, it just reminds me of kind of the build-up from, like, 5th to 6th to 7th, where it's like, oh, like, goes to from 5th to 6th, and you're like, okay, something's changed a bit, like, some things are, like, not so great anymore. You're like, okay. And then, like, 6th came out, and you're like, oh, there's these new units. Like, I have the Storm Raven, I have, like, Dev Centurions. I'm like, okay. And then, like, I remember Carl got, like, was the one with the Riptides and the Broadsides first. It's like, oh, I'll get all these Centurions. And it's like, oh, it's Tau versus Centurions, the game. And I'm like,
Yes.
and this game reminded me, I'm like, oh, yeah, they're kind of shit without, like, rerolls to hit. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's Tigerius, the guy. Like, take that to make them better. And it, I don't know, to me, like, Space Marines versus Tau, it's just many years of Centurions versus Riptides with smart missiles
Yep.
being annoying. And it's like,
In fairness, you don't need them once they added them to the squads. Like once they added the
Yeah.
grav and the amp to the squads, you don't need dev sense.
it's true, but I don't have any graph.
Sure, no, I'm just
not going
saying.
to-
Yeah.
I've
Go-
made do without them because I can spread it out.
Yeah.
It's less effective fire, but it's more everywhere.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's-
like, it's just,
Right.
it's the whole thing. It's very,
I know what you're saying.
The internal
it's the
balance
same
is very
game. It's the
weighted.
same. It's like, oh, I'm going to play against Tau. And he's like, well, he's going to have Death Centurions, so I'm going to take, like,
Yeah.
it just, it's always the same.
It's
game.
almost more like I'm not taking Riptides because you have Centurions. It's more like they have the mobility and range of their gun. Like you saw what happened there.
Oh yeah, but like I have to take Centurions
I know.
because you have Riptides.
Yeah. I almost considered not taking Riptides just to screw with you, but I didn't know where that would get me. So
I don't know either.
Then you notice there's like a
I know.
9-point
Yeah.
loss for your list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't know how many points you had to throw around with 40k stuff. Like you have a lot of Tau, I know.
Yeah.
Like so, I guess you could have put a lot of stuff into suits, but
You had bodies today too, like MSU, a lot of MSU.
EMP grenades.
I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff in the Marine Codex that's really terrible, to be honest. Like
It's
Assault
loaded.
Marine, like Assault Marines are bad. Yeah.
It's like when you have a
They're
sandwich
cheap.
and you just keep adding to it, and then it
Plus,
becomes
you
this
had them
giant-
without the jump packs. You had them in the pods with the dual flamers, which was funny.
But like,
You did well with that, actually, from my recollection, because they were never expensive. And then when the OBSEC came in, it was like doubly.
but you have to take a character.
Well, you took Corvée to make it.
Yeah, but like I never played them in 7th, so that was all throughout 6th.
That's
So
6th,
yeah,
yeah.
so there's a lot that's it is bloated. Like
You just said there's a lack of choice, now it's bloated?
like
In the
no,
Codex or the
no, I'm saying there's a lot of things that aren't good. Is what I said.
Because there's so many things that they're adding that either aren't pointed right or like it gets so bloated that you're like it's like I said, you have a Swiss Army knife with all these
Part of the
things.
internal balance problems of that book is just the obvious choices for
Yeah. I think more or less what we
for
said.
your chapter. That was the annoying thing about
Yeah,
those books.
you
Was
don't
it's like they're
you
not
take Ultramarines. That was the
it's
obvious.
just like they're just not created equal, just like what they are now. It's just the better ones.
I don't know. I just
obviously.
never had fun making lists with like the 6th and really 7th Ed Space Marine book.
Not to be offensive, but diversity was never your strength in terms of list building.
Yeah, but even so, like I can take the same list that I
Yeah.
made in 5th Ed pretty much, and it's like I'm taking it because I have the models, but I don't know. I don't never really like those books.
You had Forge will give a lot of options.
It's true.
It just sucks that it's like it's always gonna be White Scars or Archie.
Yeah.
Like
That was
it's
the
pretty
thing,
much
like,
never not
I
gonna
pretty
be
much
those
never
two.
played Raven Guard towards the end of.
Oh, because you were doing what's his face?
I would use Izadon or I'd use
Raptors,
Tiberius
yeah.
for Ultramarines,
Yeah,
right?
all
Like,
threes, yeah.
that's
yeah.
the thing. Is like Raven
Or for
Guard was
Ultras.
not a good thing to take.
Yeah.
It's basically Ultras and White Scars then Raven Guard.
Yeah,
Raven
and I
Guards.
think they tried to.
Did we just lose?
No,
it?
no.
Double check there. Let her tick.
No, it's still going.
Okay.
But I don't know. They did try to change it with the everything getting their own warlord traits and relics and all that.
Yeah.
That at least brought some fun into it. It's
Kind of.
stuff
I definitely
Chaos
felt
last
it
time.
more fun with the Night Lords than with the Raven Guard because the Night Lords you got like fear with an additional minus. You got stealth and you got night fighting. And Raven Guard you got like turn 1. You got
Shroud.
a bit. No, they already had that. Like,
Oh, okay. Well,
that's-
yeah.
that was already. They added turn 1. You can add 1, or you can add 1 for night fighting.
Right.
But that's bad because nothing has night vision, so
Yeah.
it just screws you. Like,
It's great unless you're going first. It's like, great, I've landed. Where are you at?
yeah. So, I don't know. I definitely had more fun with the Chaos book than I did with the Space Marine one. Probably has something to do with me comparing against the Legion rules for Raven Guard.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
those are way more fun, in my opinion, way more fitting.
Fewer death sets.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that I have 6 of them.
I totally hear what you're saying. Not to interrupt, but to what you're saying about the like, there's this sub game of Riptides and Grav Sense like
and
every time,
yeah,
you know, and
smart missiles.
Yes.
Like, and that's just what it is. Because like I have to take that stuff to shoot you. Because assaulting Tau is like a joke in 7th edition, right? Like no, like it's truly not.
I know. I'm just
not-
laughing because I
Talk to
know.
my scouts, motherfucker. My scouts love assaulting Tau.
Yeah, but
Tau love assaulting my scouts.
That was great.
but
It's a great game.
Yeah.
This one was too.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I crammed a bunch of points into like power units, but because I did leave a bunch of stuff here last week, so I was down on
Right. Yeah.
like.
And you had to focus on rebasing a lot. So you
Yeah,
couldn't really
that too. So I didn't use any of my plasma stuff, which I could make a ton of plasma commands squads to drop on you, but
Yeah.
I think it's
That's
different too
expecting.
because you don't have it all out in front of you, right?
yeah,
You
I've
just
kind of
look
been
at
doing
it
that.
and-
Like I kind of did that a lot on 8th, so didn't want to do it again. I was like, oh, I'll use stuff I haven't used in a while.
Yeah.
It's like more my thought process, and by a while I mean like 3 years, pretty much.
yeah.
Like, I did really like the warlord trait I had. I thought
It
that
was
was
Yeah,
super cool.
yeah. It
I
was
thought that
never
was
too
super
OP.
cool.
It was just interesting.
Yeah. You know.
It adds
frustrating,
a
but
lot of
That's fine. I've
a
smart missiles.
lot of
Plus it's D6, so it
Options.
go well. You roll
Yeah,
4,
yeah.
5,
And, like,
6 kind of.
yeah.
There was times where I'm like, okay, well, I just won't shoot at him. Like, it's not good for me when I want to try to kill him, but it's like,
Yeah, honestly,
give him the extra movement.
You probably should have shot at them there
Yeah.
that last time.
In fairness, you've got the one weapon that doesn't care because it's smart missiles. It's like, oh, I'm moving. I don't care.
I moved down the line of sight.
You can't see me. Like,
I moved down the line of sight and I got extra cover. Ha! I have the weapon just for you.
Oh, for me it was more like, oh, I got an extra move. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
it.
the movement. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
dude.
But like,
It's actually a well-written rule.
yeah, like I like that a lot. It's just the codex I find so fucking stupid. Like, I don't know. I just look at it. I'm like, oh, like, what's good? Thunderfires. Like, those are good because they buff them for some reason in 7th. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
Forgot
Death
about
Centurions are
Thunderfires.
pretty good. Oh, like, Gladius is
Yep.
that's a whole nother eye roll.
Yeah, but we don't do that. We play cats.
Yeah,
so
I'm just
that's
saying,
not
like,
really a fault of the codex.
But like that's what made things it made certain things like not shit, like tactical marines on the whole. There's a couple of things that made the
free anything is good.
yeah. Well, that and
Yeah.
like say like the sky hammer like made like assault marines like included in a list
Skyhammer,
because
yeah.
like
Yeah.
honestly the point difference between Vanguard and assault like just saying like for stock Vanguard I could be like oh like these assault marines are just stock Vanguard. You get more value out of them because Vanguard are super cheap
Yeah.
because they were too expensive and no one took them after they nerfed their deep strike charge thing.
That's right.
Missed that.
So do I. That was really fun for
It's
me.
a reason to take them.
Yeah.
But no, I also like one thing I forgot is that like oh none of my shit infiltrates or outflanks, and it was like oh yeah because again I'm super used to that with 30k stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh so I have to like foot slug up against shit like
That's never good. Yeah. Yeah.
Master ambush with those termies.
I wanted to try the Raven Guard tactics. That I thought that was the whole point of
Mm.
doing the 7th ed stuff of never using this like using the stuff we never really tried in the past.
Sure. I like that this game didn't go how anyone thought it was going to go.
Yeah. I saw your list and I was like, well, I'm fucked.
Really? I thought the
Yeah.
opposite.
I know,
I saw yours and
Well,
like I'm
just
not
glass hammer, I thought it'd be
Yeah.
over quick regardless. Like,
Yeah,
you'd win
that's
really
what I
quickly,
thought,
but
too.
you'd lose really
Yeah.
quickly. You know what I mean?
That's what I thought. That was like, okay, well, he's either gonna plow through me or he's gonna like, you know, screw something critical up and I'll have that window but then it kind of went like for a really long
Both
time.
of you had the wrenches thrown out of reserves.
Yeah, holy shit.
Kinda
So
worked
many
out,
reserves
yeah.
waited until turn 4
Yeah.
to get in, so...
2 1 2 2 1 2 2 2. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of 1s and 2s thrown
Yeah.
around.
It was definitely interesting. I'm happy it was 4 objectives, because if it was 3, it would have been pretty obvious, I feel.
Yeah.
Really depends. Like if I got 2 versus his 2, because
To me, it's the psychology of you know how many when you place them. Like, that's the problem with the game. It would be one thing if we placed them and found out, like, oh, that was the last one, you know?
Oh,
But when you know it's 3, you know, like, either you're holding 2 and he's holding 1 or vice versa, so you know that, like...
This one I'm gonna put
the cynicism
somewhere.
is coming,
Yeah.
I feel. Because it's like, let's say you have 1 and you put it in the center. Haha. Okay, they'll just... You know,
Yeah.
It's one of those problems of going back and forth with placing them. But I like that we do it before we know deployment. I still think that's one of the best things 7th brought.
Yeah.
Because it keeps it honest.
Yeah.
Corners was good for this.
Yeah.
Definitely the biggest. If it was short, I think it would have been really boring.
I wanted to
it was
cluster
pretty
up.
much short. Like
Yeah.
Eh,
I was gonna
sort of.
cluster up anyway, so like it worked out for me. So
yeah, I didn't want you having this side because like I was like oh if
I'm
you
gonna
take
stick
this
my
side like then
broadside
I
over
would have been
there.
like
And yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been the castle of death over there. That's okay though. Again, like
And this wasn't the one you held in the end.
yeah, yeah.
So like, you may have won, but we're not giving you your castle back, bitch.
Yeah,
Gotta
so
work for it.
they've captured the spaceport, so you know that's pretty important.
That's good. So, I don't know, so any other thoughts on the game?
next time I'm using Isodon.
Sure.
Next time I'll make that smart missile commander from Forge World.
Like
All of this.
He's only got 3 up save, and he's up his 4.
So,
But he's a good secondary commander. Yeah, it's an upgrade for it's a XV84.
oh okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's you literally you can't take any support systems. You can have you take a twin link missile pod and a smart missile system, and you have a broadside commander.
seems expensive given
It's not that bad.
broadside
It's not that bad. But he can move and shoot at BS5. They can't because he's relentless at BS5. So
It's pretty cool.
yeah, just have him like just chilling and just being really fucking annoying like every other smart missile
You
system.
got 2 of them or just 1?
A twin linked.
They have 2 of them, right? 2 twin linked?
They have a twin linked. Everyone has a twin linked. It's just a smart missile system is 4 shots twin linked.
Okay, I kept thinking they had 8 shots. I'm thinking 8 things.
No, that's it. Yeah,
Like, everything's doubled, yeah.
yeah,
Those guitars are like 2 guitars. And
yeah. It's the only smart missile system that's not twin linked is the little turret.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the dumbest.
because it's 6, not 12.
Yeah. I don't know. Should we shit talk 8th edition? Is there shit talking to have 8th edition?
I don't know. I think we're done with that.
And-
I don't know.
What's the news?
What
they
else?
added
Yeah, is
OBSEC, they added OBSEC and the flyer thing and something else. What was the third thing?
You don't auto go first if you're done with
Right.
one first.
It's probably better.
That's
That is
good.
better.
Yeah.
It doesn't like fix the going second thing. You like the want to go first anyway. So.
Or the terrain means nothing.
Yeah.
I just-
One step at a time.
No one's happy about that.
Yeah, and you know, like you've mentioned before, if you were to fix that, that would be a big step in the right direction.
Yes, but when you make the
Fix.
consumer pay for it, that's when it's getting
Yeah.
to be a
Oh, yeah,
little
it's
bit
just-
much.
I meant more
Fucking
like
fact it normally.
Yeah.
Don't do chapter like
that's unacceptable.
wallet approved.
Yeah.
Without calling out any names, if you're a retailer and you're very close to GW, you should step
Like
back.
maybe like writing.
And you should really not
articles on their
call
community
it.
site.
Well, you should really not call it not a cash grab when it literally is. Like the extra book or whatever. The what's it called again? The
Chapter approved.
Yeah, it's like you could have maybe played the no cash grab thing if it came out in December like it was supposed to, but they like bumped up the release of it right for Nova as far as I know. So it's like, all right, we'll fix your game for you, your brand new game, but give us money. Like
Yeah.
part of this is still they shouldn't have been so gung ho about like its quality or its rules. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there'll be like a chapter proof next year where they add terrain rules to the game,
Yeah, maybe.
and then like another one where they add like good rules. To the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So
Yeah.
seventh is great.
Yep.
I like to contrast that like when we were playing eighth, we didn't really feel much, but here like even just that one corner felt like there was a lot of
Yeah.
you're seeing all the chess moves. in your head.
Every model move this game felt very calculated and very, at least like I felt like, oh, I really got to be sure where I'm putting my models, especially that last.
Incentives, decisions, nuance,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It was good.
Felt depthical.
Depthical. That's a word.
It's a word now.
It's a word now.
What else can we say? Oh yeah, the other channel. I might put another video up soon eventually.
That's right. Ben here's a
Photography and
fantastic photographer, and he has
Nice.
a lot to teach you, and you should
Not
listen
really.
to
He
him.
uses a cell phone camera.
I don't use a cell phone camera.
He knows what he's talking about.
In fact, I hate cell phones. Mine is smashed.
That because you hate it?
I'll go with that. Yeah. Look at that, cracked to fuck.
How did you do that with a case on it?
I was unlocking the back door, holding a case of Perrier because I'm
Okay,
just
you
fucking
deserve
stylish.
that. You deserve
And
that.
as I was holding my expensive Parisian water, I just let it slip, and it like fell in that perfect like I'm just gonna fall as flat as possible to get as much surface
I'm so
area.
afraid of that.
And like it's got a case on it, but it's not like your
Yeah.
armor box or whatever. So
Yeah.
just kind of like. Just perfectly enough to get maximum surface area granularity all over it.
Yeah.
Cracked in 37 ways, but hey, it still works.
Hey man, if the OtterBox, it won't protect you against like if my phone lands on a rock like that,
Yeah.
the box it's in is not gonna do anything.
I just don't
Well,
drop
don't
my
I
phone.
just feel vindicated?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I
Even
just
if you had a
don't
great
drop
case,
my
you probably
phone.
would have been.
Yeah.
So, what'd you say?
I just don't drop my phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it
That's
was
a good-
I
that's
think
a
it
good
was
way.
the mighty lords, if he exists, way of telling me to go back to Apple because like Samsung wasn't my joint. So.
Hey man, whatever works
Sorry,
for you.
Android, I'm betraying you. But yeah, thank you for watching, and if you enjoy watching, make sure to complain about very small things in our commentary.
That's right.
'Cause that's the best thing you can do. Also, we play with this rule called Fear the Flank.
Yeah, just in case. Just in
It means
case.
that if you're confused the whole time why we were charging from reserves, well, we're playing with that rule.
Yeah.
Just, probably should have put that at the start of
And
the battle.
before you lose your mind, literally everyone we've played this rule with has enjoyed it. So,
Yeah.
And me too. I'm a Tau
Figuratively.
player, so
Figuratively. Literally.
figuratively. Bye bye. Bye bye. What a world. What a world. World.
Man. You guys want to go punch some Nazis in the face?
Yeah.
Gods of war, may your hammer be mighty.